Let's lead with love starting today. Over to you, sir.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I want to start from the global president. Appreciate you, even in absence. Thank you so much for all you do. I appreciate the global first lady, Mrs. Mushwara Badmos, the OO1 of Genuine Love Revolution, the person of Boss Lady Amokwe. I will forget you, Nasiran Fares, that makes every single revolution work every single week. Then I want to appreciate you too, um, Master Genie, for always being there. Okay, I'm still Cyprian Wako, a relationship coach, a trained and certified human physiologist. Let me start from there. A relationship coach, an experienced one, as well as certified one. And I'm also a multimedia personnel. I have a multimedia firm. Yeah, we do all kinds of multimedia stuff from video coverage to pictures to printing and designing and all that here in Enugu. Yeah, Sensible Multimedia. Okay, today we are going to look at a very serious topic. Fear of commitment. Is it wisdom or is it foolishness? Fear of commitment in relationships slash marriage. When I talk about relationship, it's all encompassing, all right? But when I talk about marriage, we all know what it is. So, fear of commitment in relationship and marriage or marriage. Is it wisdom or is it foolishness, right? So, I don't know how many persons do you have in the house. I'm seeing um, one men's cluster. Uh, yeah, Mr. Victor. I'm also seeing Master Jean is here, Close Ferez is here. Who else and who else do we have? So, if I may ask on the comment section or maybe on our chat, what do you think? Fear of commitment in relationship and marriage. Do you think it's wisdom or do you think it's foolishness? Just in one paragraph or sentence, can you just give me your own response? What do you think it is? Do you think it's wisdom or do you think it's foolishness? So that that will lead us into a deeper discussion of this particular topic. Yeah, to be sure we are all following. I'll be waiting. Tell us. Just type. You may not have to unmute yourself. Just type on the chat. I have everything on my screen so I can easily see your submission. Yeah. You think it's wisdom or do you think it's foolishness? Okay. I'm yet to see get any response yet. Okay, while we wait for people's response. Okay. Mr. Victor says it's foolishness. Thank you. So I'm still waiting. But this is actually it's what's happening every day in our lives, all right? Even if you're not a relationship coach, you must have a brother, a sister, a friend, or even a son, or even a colleague that that have had a kind of discussion like this with you. It'll be like, oh, I have this girl or this boy or this man that we've been seeing each other for some time, but I don't really want to. Okay, please, what's the topic? Okay, Master Jean said flinching. I was even thinking it was Mr. Victor. The topic is fear of commitment in relationships like marriage. Is it wisdom or foolishness? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think it's wisdom for someone to commit to relationship, marriage? Do you think it's foolishness? You are going to still give us your submission at the end of the day, but I just want to get a kind of one sentence answer to get the picture of your mind at this instance so that we can delve deeper into this, after which we can get a full submission. Yeah. So I've actually seen what Masajin said. It's foolishness, and he's not wrong. Yeah, he's not wrong. Nobody is wrong. Even every answer is correct. So I want to get the picture of everyone's mind. Okay, fear isn't wisdom. Because your friend says fear isn't wisdom. But if your fear is that you don't want to wrong your partner, then it's completely off. Okay, I'm happy you put your own perspective.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
Not that it is off. It is not completely off.
Okay. No. Okay, you're saying that fear is not wisdom. But if your fear is okay, your summary is that fear is not wisdom at all. The fear of commitment is not wisdom, right? I'm asking closer inference. Okay, let's go on. After all, everyone will be given an opportunity to speak at the end of this. So, is it wisdom or is it foolishness? Fear of commitment in relationships/marriage. Now, like I said, it can be wisdom. It can also be foolishness, depending on the context as well as the circumstances. It can be wisdom, it can be foolishness, depending on the context, and then circumstances. Let me give you, for instance, if we're talking about a well-instituted marriage where you have chosen this woman, done every formality needed to be done. I'm going to read what our men cluster leader dropped. But before then, when marriage is stated, everything is fine, everything is set. You have done your wedding, you've done your traditional marriage, you've done everything. You don't have to fear commitment again. You don't have to fear commitment again. You have to go all out. This is just the simplest summary of a context where that fear of commitment is foolishness. Now, in a case of dating where not much is really clear, you guys are meeting, yes, quite all right. You guys maybe have feeling for each other. Even in this particular case, it's not yet foolishness because there's nothing wrong committing to the person. But the level of commitment you make decides if it's foolishness or if it's wisdom. All right? Take for instance, because there are different levels of commitment. I'm going to first define for commitment before we go into other things, but this is just like a preamble. Take for instance, to commit to a relationship or to a dating can be to go and meet the parents of the person you're dating. It can be to buy the person or to start a business for the person. It can be to make some strong sacrifices for that particular relationship. There are so many areas commitment can come. So if you people are just meeting each other, spending time together, and you're making such serious commitments at that stage when nothing is yet certain, nothing is formalized, nothing, it is not wisdom, it's foolishness. So this is kind of preamble to what we're going to discuss today. So first of all, let's look at what commitment in relationship or marriage is. But before then, let me read what Mr. Victor wrote for us. He said, the answer is very broad and deep to narrow down to either foolishness or wisdom. I agree with you. Background experience might make some people to fear making commitments and other sundry issues. But I think it's wisdom to commit a relationship. Thank you so much for that submission. In fact, the first line says it all. It's not something you can answer yes or no, because there are so many things inside. There are some conditions, there are some circumstances inside it that can make you say, oh, at this point, this is wise. At this point, this is foolish. So let's look at what commitment is in relationship and marriage. Commitment is a deliberate decision to stay, invest, and grow with someone, even when things are not perfect. Stay, invest, and grow with someone, even when things are not perfect. It means choosing one person and being loyal. This is as pertains to marriage. And relationship, yes. Other relations. When I talk about relationships, it's all encompassing. I'm including dating, I'm including other even non-romantic relationships. So choosing one person and being loyal, taking responsibility for the relationship, walking through challenges instead of running away, planning a future together. You see, this is simplest things you can find inside commitment. So when you say I am committing to this person, you are doing either of this or all of this. That you're choosing that person, saying I'm going to be loyal to this person, or you're taking responsibility for that relationship. When I talk about taking responsibility, it might be like you're financing it, because every single entity in this life, organization, human being, need financing. So either you're doing this or you're walking through challenges instead of running away with the person, or you're planning a future together with the person. And this is going to give you insight into why I say that if it's in marriage where everything is formalized, you guys have been able to go to the altar, done the traditional marriage and every other thing. See that every of this is suitable. Every of this is suitable, especially when none of you have cockroach in his or her cupboard. Every of this is choosing. If you're choosing the person, say I'm going to be loyal to you, is what you're expected to do. You're taking responsibility for the relationship, of course, is what you're expected to do. Walking through challenges instead of running away, what you're expected to do. You guys are dead together till death do you apart. So, but in case of dating, at the onset of dating, is not the same as when the dating has lasted. Of course, if it has lasted and you guys are together, chances are that things are really working well. So if you want to make some of these commitments, fine. Things are clearer. Perhaps someone you've dated for that long, maybe you're already thinking of getting married to the person. Even that marriage could be part of the commitment. Meeting the people, putting things in place and all that. Having a future plan is part of the commitment you're going to make. But if that relationship does not have a clear structure, it's not wise to make these kind of commitments. There are little ones you can do, but these ones that I've mentioned here, I don't think it is wise to make them, because you may end up being disappointed. So let's look at advantages of commitment. Yes. Why is it wise to make commitment? You remember the context where I said it's wise. So these are the things you are going to benefit making commitment in your marriage or in your relationship. You know, the case I said, when I said that relationship is wise for you to make commitment, when I say it's not wise to make commitment. So in a case where it's wise, these are the advantages you're going to get. Number one, stability and security. You feel safe knowing someone is truly there for you. Yes, it's the first and it's very important. That stability and security is very important in everyone's life. So this is one of the benefits. Number two, you have deep emotional connection. Yeah, because love grows when both people stay and build together. Number three, you grow and mature together. Every day you spend with your wife, every day you spend with your husband, there are so many things you learn about them. There are things you learn that will make you grow. There are things you're going to drop that will not help your growth, both as a person and as a couple. Number four, you have a better understanding of each other, and then conflict resolution. Talk about conflict resolution. Talking about day-to-day issues that come up in marriage. Yeah, I've said this severally. You can never have a marriage without issues. You can never even have a relationship, dating without issues. Issues will come. You guys didn't come from the same parents. Even if you did, DNA cannot be exactly the same. You guys can share some strands of DNA, but not all of them. Even twins have different thumbprints. So issues will come. And the more you guys stay together, the more you guys resolve things together, the more you guys stay together, have issues settle, the more you advance, the more you have better judgment. Yes. Instead of quitting, you learn to solve problems together. So this is a benefit of commitment. Number five, you have a strong foundation for family, because family creates a stable environment for raising children. Yes. So these are just the few advantages you're going to get when you commit in your relationship. So let's quickly look at disadvantages. And this occurs when it is not wise to commit a relationship. Number one, loss of freedom lots of freedom. You may feel restricted if you're not mentally ready. Yeah, if you make commitment too fast, let's say you're dating someone, you guys have not really gone that deep. You don't even know, you people don't have structure, and you have already started that I'm going to remain loyal to you throughout my lifetime. It's dangerous because you have lost your freedom. You may feel restricted. It takes a lot of mental readiness for you to survive it. Number two, you might be forced to stay in a wrong relationship. Before you make a commitment, it's very important for you to do analysis. All this long we've been together, let it be 2 years. What has happened? How has your present bettered my life? How has my present bettered your life? What input have you made in my life? What input have I made in your life? What have we been together? How have we been able to tackle it? What are the integrals that shows if we are going to have a successful marriage, we go long term with this? These are the things you have to check even before you make commitment. Because if you make commitment without checking all those things, if the relationship is not even supposed to be there in the first place, you are going to see yourself spending your entire life in a wrong relationship. And of course, you'll be robbed of your happiness. So number three is going to be emotional burden to you. Yes, because commitment comes with responsibilities. And at times, responsibilities can be very heavy. Then in a situation whereby you are carrying the wrong responsibility, it's heavier, right? You will shout because there is nothing. At times, I'm married, you're married. Most of us are married. If all of us here, sorry to say, I think all of us here are married. You're spending for your family, right? Every blessed day you spend for your family. At times, it's stressful, it pains because this money now that you are spending, there are some unplanned expenses. You don't want to spend this. But at the end of the day, seeing that you're raising a kid that will answer your name, a kid that will follow your legacy or even sustain your existence when you're no more, it gives you happiness. This is a different thing whereby you make commitment in a relationship you shouldn't have made commitment in. You will be forced by the virtue of that commitment to make responsibilities, carry those heavy burden, and it's for nothing because there is no way, you don't have anything tangible to hold on while you make all the commitment. The next disadvantage of making commitments in a relationship is fear of missing out. Yes. There's a time you will reach, you may feel like you are losing other opportunities or experiences, which is true. If you stay in a wrong relationship for a long time, you have missed out in having the right relationship. So even if anybody tells you or not, one day you're going to realize that, man, this time where you don't spend for this thing and I waste too. And you have also missed the opportunity to be in the right one. Number 5 of disadvantages of making commitments in your relationship is dependence issues. All right? One partner may become too dependent, losing individuality. In a case where you are just like the chief financier of that relationship, and not really that it's a relationship that worth financing. Man, depending on the person, you may be the one carrying the whole thing, and the person will not depend on you. So all your effort will be shared while you have nothing to gain from it in return. Let me even tell you the truth. I know it's going to shock some of you. This is not only with dating. It happens in marriage. Yes, biblically, we are supposed to be in our marriage 100%. But it doesn't mean that every marriage is correct. Every marriage is perfect. Every marriage is meant to be. If every marriage is meant to be, there will not be any need for divorce. It's not every marriage that's meant to be. There's some marriage you be into. You reassess yourself. Yes. I know that our pastors will tell us, don't even reason it. Once it's formed, it's formed. But that's not the case all the time. People make mistakes, even in marriage. And when you realize you make mistakes, the only thing I will tell you if you come is, hey, take some time, think about it. Be sure you actually made a mistake. Because at times, when issues pile up, you look as if you made a mistake. But if it's effectively resolved, you are going to see that you didn't make mistakes. So before you go ahead and say, oh, I made a mistake, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'll tell you first of all to go back and reassess yourself. Be sure you made a mistake. If you have valid evidence or points that show you made a mistake, of course, we are going to sit down and discuss it. Definitely, it's right to go ahead and divorce. It's because there are so many things that are going to be accompanied with it anyways. So this can also happen in marriage. There are some marriage you see and see that it's heading nowhere. You have to leave. Because even if you close your eyes and keep making the commitment, yes, there are some people that also lost out in their marriage. They lost out in their marriage. They did all they could, mostly men, and they lost out after all. So it's not only as regards to dating, it can also happen in marriage. So it's very, very important. I won't advise you to start assessing your marriage late. I'll advise you to think, analyze, assess, be so convinced even before you step into marriage so that you will not have any need to reassess yourself, even in that marriage. Okay. Now, we're going to look at this part. When fear of commitment is white, fear is not always bad. Yeah, fear is not always bad. Just like I think someone talked about fear being bad here. It's not always bad. Fear at times prepares us for the worst. Fear draws our attention to reality. Fear does a lot of good things for us. It only depends on how you use it as a person. I'm not saying it should stop you. I'm saying it should help you think and act better. Yes, when you're afraid, the best thing to do is not just run away. Although in some cases you have to run. Yes, because he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. I'm not saying no retreat, no surrender. There are some cases you have to apply that too. So it's not all the time that fear is bad. It's good to let fear help you assess your situation, find out the best way to approach it. So, what are the things that can make you in dating, this mostly with dating, to delay your commitment? All right? These are the things that can make you delay your commitment if you're wise, or if you see all those things, even if you're not wise. This particular class is enough to make you wise in that respect. So if you see all those things and you're still a young man, you want to make a commitment. Once you see all those things, you should draw back and then give yourself some time. One of them is if you notice some red flags in your relationships. We have discussed red flags here. Yeah, if the person shows toxic behavior, your fear may be protecting you. It's not only with men, it's also with women. You want to accept that engagement, you want to accept that proposal, you want to do this, you want to do that. And you notice that there is a problem with this particular person. Go back. Don't go ahead and make that commitment. Right? Yeah. Toxic behavior is very bad because it's just a matter of time before it's transferred to you. There's one thing I used to tell people. Whoever you want to start a relationship with today, or you want to date today, watch the person's life. Give yourself 3, 4, 5 years. That's if it's going to reach. If care is not taken, you'll be behaving exactly like the person. Then if you are too strong that you can really put them to your side, you will see that the person will start behaving the way you do. But it takes a lot because this thing called influence is powerful. That's why they pay influencers everything to get you to start buying all this their own, even some products that are not even worth it. You go and buy influencers, pay them. Some of the influencers don't use those things. They pay them to come and market to you. But do you get to buy them or not? You buy them, unfortunately. They fill your subconscious with unrealistic fantasies. Before you know it, you have started buying it. Most women from Mary Kay to organic, now organic, soon. It's just a matter of somebody coming up to charge their brain with something else. So influence is powerful. You start a relationship with someone, start dating with someone, look into their life. There is chances that they're going to influence you or you influence them. But most likely they will influence you because you are going there because you want them, you like them, you dispose yourself. And that time you dispose yourself, you're already vulnerable. chances are that they're going to pull you to their side. So you have to be sure that the influence they're giving you, their attitude, their life is a very good one, so that you'll be a better person by the time they have influenced you. This is not just about dating. This is not just about marriage. Even in your business, people you meet, people interact with, before you go into long-term, any kind of commitment with the person, think about their life. Is it what I want to do? Is it how I want to be? It matters, because unfortunately or fortunately, you may have to do what they're doing in the long run. Now, number two, if you're not emotionally ready, yeah, at times, someone you're with, let me even use dating as a case. Someone you're with will want you to go into a serious relationship with them. They may want to propose, they may want to do certain things, but you are not really very much convinced. You're not really okay, even emotionally, to go into that commitment. That's one of the signs that you shouldn't go. It's just that sadly, in most cases, people get cajoled into doing it because of the pressure. But to be on the safe side, don't agree. Wait until you are fine before you move in. Number three, you don't really know when you don't really know the person. When you don't really know the person. I know this might actually be similar to the one I've talked about. You started dating with someone, you don't really know this person that much, and they are pushing you into accepting a marriage proposal, into visiting them, even visiting the commitment, visiting them to stay with them, into doing a business with them, even in business, even in everything you can ever think of. You need to know the person. Yes, know the person good enough before you commit to it, because you might end up getting disappointed. Number four, if your life is not stable yet, yes, that's this particular thing I used to tell young men. I'm a young man anyways, but for the young men that I talk to, I used to tell them that. I used to tell them, see, before you start carrying anybody, I'm not talking about your girlfriend or anybody. I'm talking about anybody at all, including your family members. Make sure you're standing with two legs. If you're standing with one leg and you want to carry something, you will fall. You and that thing you're carrying. Unfortunately, you will fall. You actually have a good heart, right? You have a good heart. You want to help. But that's not the right time. You're not ready yet. You're not stable yet. Don't even go into a serious relationship if you're not stable. Because serious relationship requires serious commitments, serious responsibilities. Are you ready to carry them? Yes. One of the simplest things I tell them is, what do you do? How is that thing you're doing sustaining you before you even think of relationship, so that you'll be useful to the person you're going to date? I'm not talking about marriage, I'm talking about dating. So I'm useful to the person, otherwise you'll be useless to the person. So useless. You need money to be useful. And also you need responsibility, you need occupation, you need career to be useful. Very important. So if you cannot really justify all this, it is still too early to make any commitment. You guys can just be there. Yes, and just be there. So number 5, if you have unhealed past trauma, we've talked about it severally. I'm still want to talk about it because a woman talked about it last Wednesday. She said something about people going into a relationship when they have not healed. It's dangerous because so many things are bound to happen, some of which they don't have control over. That's what they call space filler. Space fillers are people that they are in relationship, but the person they are dating are not into them. They don't even see them as as someone they are dating, but they are just there. So they are all space fillers. This kind of thing comes when people jump into relationship without healing from the past. You were hurt, you spent a lot, you went through stress, you went through all kind of emotional pains and injury in your past relationship, and you did not heal. And you jump into another relationship. It is very bad. So if you have unsettled issues in your mind, in emotional life, give yourself that time. It's worth it. And one of the mistakes that most people make, speaking from my experience, is that those when you're giving yourself time, what are you doing that time? Are you just sleeping? Are you just because if you don't learn any new thing, there's nothing different about you. Even if you decide to wait for your 2 years, nothing happens. Nothing has happened. You won't heal for real. There are things you need to hear to heal. There are things you need to see to heal. There are things you need to do to heal. All these things are the things you should be doing when you're giving yourself that space and time. So if you have unhealed past trauma, it's too early to make commitment. I really want to round up so that you give your submissions before we round up. Yeah. So that's when what I just been talking about now is when it's too early for you to make commitment. I've listed all the things, I've explained them. Now, what we're going to look at quickly is when fear of commitment is very foolish. It's foolish when you keep running from good people. You have someone that are giving you everything you need to know about them, everything you need in a woman, everything you need in a man, everything you need in a business partner. They are sincere to you. They are upright, straightforward, they are consistent, they are focused, and you are running away from them for no reason. At that point, fear of commitment is foolishness. Unless you have reason. That will say for no reason. So next one, if you avoid responsibility and growth, there are some men like that in their homes. There are some women like that in their homes. We are talking about whom? I'm talking about marriage. Why are you not committing? There's no problem. And you're saving money instead of investing in your family. It is foolishness. It is foolishness when you don't have any tangible reason. If you have a reason, be sure that those reasons is reasonable. Some reasons are not reasonable. Find out if that reason is reasonable for you to make. Even me, I will not even advise you to be in that marriage and be doing nonsense. You rather leave. You rather end everything, let everyone. You don't have to carry wood from January to December. And then lastly, if you keep delaying serious decisions without reasons. So all this have listed under when it is foolish. When it is foolish to fear commitment. All this in discourse has to do with reasons. You can be right, you can be wrong. If you don't have any reason, you are wrong. You have good reasons, you are right. But before you call your reason good, make sure you have double checked it with an expert or maybe with someone you trust, experienced. Because at times, some of the reasons you think you have that are good might not be good enough. And in that case, you might be inflicting pains on yourself, thinking you are doing the people. In conclusion, fear of commitment is not automatically bad. All right? It protects you from wrong decisions. You know that. So if it does that, if it protects you from wrong decisions, it's a wisdom. It's not foolishness. But if it stops you from building something meaningful, it is foolishness. So in a nutshell, don't let fear decide for you. Let understanding, let maturity, and let peoples guide you. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. We have Master Genie in the house. I think. Okay. Okay, he will speak in a minute. So while we wait for him, please, who is ready? Mr. Victor, are you ready to give us a submission? Mr. Adiola or Madam Adiola, are you ready to give us a submission so that we meet up with our time? We have just a few minutes to close. Who is ready? You can speak up while we wait for Master Genie. Global President, I'm sorry, he joined us while I was speaking. I hope he's going to come back. But if he doesn't, I want to recognize him. Okay. Who's ready to speak? Flosterian Adiola, are you with us? Master Genie. We are still waiting for you, Mr. Victor. Okay, he said, sorry, I've been too busy to listen to my brother. Okay. Will you be chance to give your submission? Because last week you were in a meeting, you couldn't. So I don't know if you'll be chance to give your submission. We love your wisdom. I want to hear from you. Then the next person will be Mr. Adiola. Okay, even if you cannot speak, if you can type, even if you cannot speak, if you can type, it's okay we can read it and get your submission and learn from it too. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, ma. Okay, ma. You can still make your contribution. You know, you gave us a kind of highlight in your first comment. So maybe you can expatiate on that. Yeah. Is whatever I discussed was in line with the topic. All right. We're able to look at what commitment is. It's cheap, and then
I greet all of you. I can see my president. My brother Nwankwo, today is your day, and I would have loved to hear more from you, but in any case, I know the topic is talking about relationship and then why people should get committed and why they are running away from getting committed. Let me be fast before somebody interrupts me, because once I see anybody in my door, I got to run away. Perez, I greet you. Adiola, I greet all of you. The point is this. Let me just be blunt, right? One question, see this generation, there's a problem with this generation. They have, during our time, you will date a girl for 1 year, she will not open her leg. This time around, as old as I am 55 plus. In the next 2 months, I'll be 56. Small girls are supposed to be my granddaughters are toasting me online. So sex is cheap now. More than any other time in my entire life, I've never seen people carrying sex in their hand and trying to give. Whether they are doing BBL, they are lifting bum, they are lifting breast, it's all about enticing men. And let me be fast with you. I was looking for workers already. My wife said there are people, but the real people are missing. You might not understand what she's trying to say. In Igbo, we call it madu the mother anako. You understand? Now you get what I mean, right? Now, you are looking for a wife product, and you have been with this person for 1 year. There's nothing to show you that this person has a future with you. But because you are getting free sex, you just hang in there. So that one is not foolishness to make that commitment. Me, I will not make that commitment too. Me and this is my present wife. We only courted for 3 months. I saw her trajectory. I get committed immediately. Even she was not ready. I told her, she said, I hardly know everything about you. I said, go and ask questions. She started asking her senior sisters, her brothers, and everybody. They got to my people and they said, if you are the one that captured Victor, hey, you have gotten gold. Just hold him. And today, everybody is just telling him, telling her, you that don't used to go and look for where men are, in your work, you are working 24 hours, no recreation. How did this man find you? Because all of us are grumbling, our husband cannot be like Victor. How did you find this man? So it's all about you trying to know what you want, right? Every right-thinking man is not moved by sex, so is not moved by sight. Is not moved by those they are bomb. Those things are only good for consumption only. Just consume it. A man gets erection and deal with it and just get out. That's it. No commitment. But when he gets to his future, a man will wash his eye with clean water. Well, because if you don't look before you leap, you leap into hellfire. In this place, some people are sleeping in their cars. Inside their cars, and they have house. The house they bought. The woman they brought from Nigeria. They cannot cough. It's all about, they saw that fine breast, fine yash, fine this and that, fine everything, artificial eyelid and everything. You jump in. My brother, we are in a very long way and long walk. Very dark man say, you learn the hard way. You learn a very hard way. Okay? So for every man, there are red flags. You draw those red flags, and when you are not seeing the green flag, you are seeing red flag. No commitment. Oh. Even if you jump in 1 year and the green flag turn to red flag, run 440. Nothing like, no, I'm a skillful man. I will change her. Look, let me tell you, a dry wood will never bend. So you cannot change someone that has been born with the left hand, but start overnight and start using right hand to eat because of you are the son of a king. You know what? You know the work. Oh? You didn't day. All right. So that is one. Another angle is the economic angle. Let me tell you, some boys cannot buy trousers. In this present economy now, I know those that are working that are disturbing my line always. So tell me how with that kind of person that cannot even pay his own rent. Two of my brothers are ready to do for marry. But one was disturbing for his rent. And I said, look at this man now that I say should marry. He can't even pay the rent where he's living. Is it when he carry a woman and get more commitment or bearing a child? Some their child will be 9 months, the wife will be 9 months pregnant. That's when they tell you, say, brother, my wife will soon give the birth. Can I get something for you to buy it? When you drop that sperm, you have not started planning. It's on when you drop, when the child drop. You see the kind of people we are talking about? So the problem is multi-pronged. That's why I said it's very deep. This topic, I swear, 1 week will not exhaust it. It is on the other side of men, the men they are not ready to get committed. Many of them, because what makes a man in the first place to get commitment is, I need a partner, I need a fucking partner, I need this, I need a helper, I need a woman that will hold my back while I move front. While I was in the military, if you read my book, you see that my wife was holding the home front well. And so I don't look back. If you don't have a woman that holds your home front well, my brother, one bullet will pick you. Because you'll be thinking of, hey, this is my children, where are they now? Hey, I wish I have a wife. Hey, I wish. You are not concentrated. When they say, die, say, what did you say? Boom, you are gone. That is just it. So a man must be stable at the home front before you talk about, hey, I'm a man, I am doing this. Every commitment you are doing today that is positive, your wife is your backbone. So if you don't have that backbone, my brother, no matter how BBL, whatever she has, run away. That one will not help you. It's your early grave. Early one. I dated one girl for 3 months. The trouble that girl gave me for 3 months, all my life as a man, I've never seen it before. 3 months. People are calling me, sir, your girlfriend fought me. Your girlfriend reported me, sir. And if she's talking, her chest, her breast will be jumping up. She'll be talking with power. I say, yay. People are looking for who to fuck. This one don't become wahala. Even to dismiss her was a problem for me. You understand what I mean? These ones that when they enter house, they say, I dismiss you, say, I go nowhere. Dismiss who? Me and you will die here. You think it's easy to dismiss with a woman? It's not easy. It's not easy. I fought tooth and nail. And my career was almost at stake. I had to join with the prayer. And every before this girl left me. They say, why can't you leave this man? He said the man can take care of me. But you cannot take care of me. I'm taking care of you. You want to give me high blood pressure at my old age. You know what? When I was doing Okada, where were you? Because they are always looking for what they call the beautiful bride is also a man. Oh. That is what they call a successful man. Nobody, none of them want to suffer with you. They just want to answer Lolo. When you are Odogu, there's no Odogu there. There's nothing like Odogu. Two of you must have a future pattern together, fading to one destination. You understand me? I understand you. How do we complement each other to get to this level in life? so that our children will have a pedestal to climb on. If a woman is not telling you those things, my brother, you're on your own. No? Because some of them, even when you are depressed, they only want you to climb them. Hey, 2 days now, you have not touched me, this and that. He's not asking you why is the erection not coming up. Why? Something is troubling the man. That's why he's not having an erection. Something. Figure it out. Help him to solve that problem. His own is, you know, my body's not voodoo. Hey, that is the kind of generation we find ourselves now. I am telling you that a lot of people I know have been dating for 8 years. 8. So I'm above 10. And now I'm asking them, what are you people doing? He say, we are still planning. So, that will tell you that both of them are playing themselves. They know the obvious truth, but they are afraid. Right? So, and in this our society here, the law made it simple that you can have a girlfriend and a boyfriend, no commitment to. You can have children together. You take care of the children. Any day you want to waka, you just pay for child upkeep. Chicken, huh? Because once you just say, I do. Even the character they are hiding, they bring it out. so everybody is afraid of each other. People would rather be friends than get committed. So, and then if you come from a toxic family, right? If you come from a toxic family, probably the mother or the father side, this polygamous home, every day fight. Every child that grows up there tends to look at marriage as hell. So if you said get committed, say, I beg. I don't want women wahala. This one say, hey, men has come. So, but when they are beginning to, if it's the woman, when they are beginning to enter 35, they will no longer say men has come. They start saying, I beg, I have money. If you want to marry me, I will pay for everything. I beg, men, forgive me. I love to have a man. I'm tired of holding pillow. You see this generation, they have a problem. It's just the fact, whether we like it or not, this generation has a very big problem. And why? What is happening? They are watching internet sensation, social media. Those things are fake. Look at Blessed CEO. If you see her talking like this, her mouth is sweet like sugar. But she's displaying her trade now. And everybody like, hey, we thought Blessed CEO has everything. You see this life? But they have deceived so many girls out there. They told them that men has come. They changed their trajectory in life. Some of them choose to be lesbians than to commit to real marriage. You see? So the problem is kind of hydra-headed, my brother. Let me just put it that way. It's neither here nor there, but it's all about when you bring somebody one-on-one, understand them, right? You begin to counsel based on the angle the person is coming from, just with emotional intelligence. But if you say it's a straight jacket one way, I don't agree with you. I don't agree at all. Because I know my soldiers. The moment they go to Malampatori, they bring a wife there. They go to Kaduna, they bring a wife there. They go to Enugu, they bring a wife there. And as they are living, they are moving from here, they are leaving the other one though. They give you what they call seke there, seke biu, seke uku. That's I divorce you. They are now moving to the next one. So what is making them that thing? They are not stable, right? And the religion gives them the advantage of having many wives. So he is not seeing it as a bad thing. That's having multiple wives and multiple children, dropping children up and down instead of organizing them together. He's not seeing it that way. So that's his background angle. So if you want to cancel him, you must bring that religion back. This I say, the religion said you must be responsible and treat these women equal, with equal love, and be able to provide for them. If not, if you are looking at it from another angle, you fail woefully again. So what I do that time when I want to cancel them, I'll bring the imam, right? Imam will preach the religious angle, then I'll preach the moral angle. At the end of the day, we'll put the wrong man on the right trajectory, be able to share his salary among these women. Otherwise, there'll be a problem. I can go on and on and on, but let me just hang it here. God bless you, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Victor. I say it. You always love your submission. Thank you so much for that. Please grab one or two things from me. So please, we have global president in our midst. I will want him to speak last so that we take our time. So I don't know if you're ready to ask your question now, so I can quickly answer it. Adiola, Luciana Adiola. Yeah. Just unmute yourself and speak. We're waiting. Okay.
Spaki Adiola, please use the right edge button. There is a microphone button. Use it to unmute and ask your question. I think he's typing right now.
I will prefer she asks it with the mic because he has
typing. He's typing.
I didn't get the question. Okay, while she types, please, global president, you can speak to us since she will be typing. Let's read and then after her later. Please. Okay, my question is, has a relationship ripe for sex? Okay, let me rephrase it. Is 1 year relationship enough for the partners to start having sex? That's the question she's asking. Okay, can you hear me? You can hear me, just listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. Okay, from the moral point of view, it is advisable you don't even impute that sex in your relationship, in your dating. I know it's very difficult. So many people would tell you otherwise, especially when you talk with your peers. They will tell you they are doing it, all that and all that. They're speaking to you now as someone older than you, not just as a relationship coach. It is very, very important if you can take that away from your dating. You know why you should? You said you're a teenager. I read when you said you're a teenager. At this stage of your life, you don't even know the best decision for you yet, especially when it comes to relationship. Some of the decisions you're going to make today, in the next 5 to 10 years, let me just say 6 years, you will never be proud of them. The kind of people that move you now, you can never move you in the next 6 years because you must have seen life, seen things that really matter, and not what you're seeing now. So the best thing is not to commit yourself to that relationship now. If the person is fine, you guys can date without the sex. So that any day you want to go, you can freely go. Sex has a way of committing you even when you're unprepared. Sex has a way of committing you even with the wrong person. It can do a lot of things to you because once it connects you emotionally, it takes your mind. You cannot think easily. Even when you see bad things, you see yourself enduring. It is, to me, it is the ultimate commitment. Because it has the ability to drive every part of you. I'm speaking to you this way because you're in Nigeria. You have a plan. You want to one day get married, right? Take it away. Let your relationship be about what you do, your schooling, your future business, or your business, how you can work together to achieve things out of it. Very, very, very important. Do not joke with this. Do not joke. I know that there are some people that have heard this kind of thing and still went ahead to have sex. And I'm telling you that it will get you emotionally messed up, that you don't think about your life again. You'll be thinking about the person, even when the person is not worth it. But let's say 6 years, 7 years later, you will have a better understanding of life. Even before you make any visible commitment, you are going to see that who are making that commitment to is responsible enough to take whatever comes out of it and not plan. Okay, you said noted. I'm glad you get it. So this is it, right? Thank you. So please, if you're ready, the global president, the floor is yours. I don't know if you are still engaged. You're welcome. You're welcome. Josiana Adiola. You are still waiting? Okay, like it's still engaged.
Hello, this girl is asking whether a your relationship is ripe for sex.
I've answered her. You want to make input?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
What's her age?
She's a teenager. I don't know if it's 18, 19, or 17.
My answer is capital no.
Okay.
Tell her my capital is typical no. And let me
She's
tell
listening.
you why it's a typical no. Sex is meant for adults. Whether you are 20 and for me, you are not an adult unless you have started working, right? As long as you are under your parents, as long as you are taking allowances from your parents, you are not supposed to have sex. You are supposed to fight for your future. You are supposed to have something that you can lean on. And let me tell you something, sex can destroy you, right? When you start it, sex is that's why they call it an apple that you tested and you become wise. When you test it, you want to test more. And by the time you want to test more, you lose focus, right? By the time you lose focus, if you want to be a doctor or a nurse and you no longer read because the boy cheated you, you start thinking, you can't read, you can't comprehend, you start losing focus, your future is drained, your future is damaged. Now, if God has destined you to marry a president or a governor or whatever, people that will be praising you is pound one tapas, because that climb, that level you are supposed to reach by your education, you can no longer go there. So you will marry people of your class. Education takes you above your contemporaries. And you can only do that when you concentrate and forget about the fucking sex. It's not food. Sex is for procreation. It's for adults who want to make family, right? If a man sings love, 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 what he's thinking is want to get in between your thighs. Let me just put it bluntly to you, right? Once you get into your leg, he start finding faults because he has seen another person that is more like better than you. He will leave you like a licked orange peel and move on to the next person. If you have like apple and move on, so you will no longer be sugar in my tea, the banana in my pot. No, you have expired. That is meant for you, all right? So do not put sex at the agenda. If you like, let the man cut you for 5 years. As long as the man is not committed, as long as the man have not seen your parents and say, hey, this is the girl I want to marry. Whatever happens, hold me responsible. Don't open your legs. You get me here? I'm telling you facts and figures. If you fail this, I'm telling you, you're going to regret it. The man must not hide. Must not hide. Let the man introduce himself to your parents.
She's
Please,
replying.
I am betting your stutter. If anything happens, hold me responsible. Let the man do it. If he wants sex, let him do it. Get committed. And first of all, what? Get done with your education. After that, if you want to have sex every day, go ahead because you have gotten a certificate. But if anything happens now, unwanted pregnancy, or you go and get disease that you cannot cure, your future is ruined and ruined for life. You're living a life of regret. Men can get 20 children from different men and they will still be president. I want you to get that. That's the difference between man and the woman. For a gay child, I'm always afraid anytime my daughters are going somewhere that is out of my control, because anything can happen. You can easily rape a girl, but you can't easily rape a man. Sometimes it's not possible unless man consents. Because if my prick did not get up, there's nothing you can do. It's as simple as ABCD. So please remove your mind from sex and think about how your future is going to be, how you are going to live a decent life and be a model for other people. Okay? And don't hide anything. Anybody cutting you, don't hide it from your parents. Let them know. They will be your best counselor, not your friends, not your peers. And don't get it in your head. Say, hey, my friends have been having sex. They say, if you not have sex, I will die. You will not die. Tell them Reverend fathers and Reverend sisters are not dying, so you will not die. So get empowered, then you can talk about sex. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Victor. That was a powerful one. So, you are Professor Adiola or Spaki Adiola. You have actually heard from. This is like a father to all of us. I've spoken as a coach, and with the little experience I have, he has spoken out of his own experience. You know, the best thing in life is to find yourself before you start finding anybody. Because if you're having sex, you're finding somebody, and definitely you're going to find them one day. If you don't find them now, you're going to find them one day. And if you're not prepared for them, it's a big problem. It can scatter your life. It can scatter your life. So let's end it there. I'm glad that you're listening. So you do us a favor. You have seen what we discussed here. You have seen that you can actually ask those pressing questions here. Bring your peers, your friends. Sparks Hub is free. Sparks Hub is free. If you want to know how people can access, of course, you have accessed it, so you can easily teach them. Let them join Kindness and the New Love Revolution and join us every Wednesday by 5 p.m. We talk about everything about life. Talk about everything about life we need. So you can easily ask your questions. Without payment, you discuss everything free, and you get people's opinion from people that are experiencing life. I could say from religious point of view, don't do this before marriage. That would be my stand from religious point of view. But you see someone else giving you other reasons, even outside that. So it's up to you to bring out time and then make sure you don't miss this program every Wednesday. Bring your friends too. Yes. Bring your friends too. If possible, even the person that you are dating, let the person join, because at times, if you're telling people what they should do, they don't believe you until they gain the same training, the same knowledge as you're getting. So it's going to help if the person attends here and sees his time and sees this is why he should also wait. Patience is golden. By the grace of God, we are all married. We are all married. Most of us here. So anything you can see, you still see in future. Some of us have seen it already. And we're in a better position to advise you. So please, I don't know if the global president, the person of Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, is ready to speak to us, or we're going to conclude, because this is 16 minutes after 6. I thought we'd be able to conclude at exactly 6 p.m. So the global president, please, if you are ready to speak to us, kindly unmute and take the floor.
Wow. It's a beautiful one. I pray that most of the people that are supposed to be in this meeting, they are not there. They are not in the meeting. But
fastest route, despite some traffic, you will arrive at 18:35.
it's a meeting, it's 5 minutes too. So the people that are supposed to, long time before the program, 18:25. I'm almost 1 hour before the program. No, I'm 5 minutes. Because let me complete. So I want to say this to everyone, that this training is meant for all the Gen Z. You need to understand this. We need rescue.
Street, then turn left onto Majekodunbi Street.
We need rescue for our people.
Street, turn right onto Allen Avenue.
We actually need rescue for our people. And it's very important that we take this very serious. The kindness and genuine love revolution and the way everything is going on in our society is so alarming. I know that some people are no longer interested in even the so-called marriage.
Take the second exit onto Orchid Road.
So, having said that,
There's road ahead.
I want to say that this is the right channel for everybody. And if you are listening to me, ensure that you invite some of your friends to come along and be part of what we are currently doing here. It's really, really very, very important. Thank you very much. As you can see, I'm currently driving, and that will be my contribution for now.
Thank you. Thank you, the global president. In fact, at a point, I wanted you to stop because it's risky. I can see how difficult it's been. So thank you. We have got your submission. Like he said, let's try to invite our friends. This is a home for us. You're not paying to be here. Yes, the fact is that I'm a coach outside here. I get paid for every of my speaking engagements. I get paid for my sessions. Yes, if you want to check it out, you can go on Facebook, check for Cyprian Nwako. You find out. All right. But here, I don't charge. I don't charge anybody. I'm not going to charge anybody. I can even go private with you, discuss things with you. I'm not going to charge you for it because it's global clusters, because it's Sparks Hub. We are building a nation here. So we want to give everybody soft landing. So it's up to you to make up time. Be the leader in your own region. Be the leader wherever you are. It's unfortunate that when you tell people anything, that they are not seeing you bringing out money straight. They don't listen to you. Yeah. But the truth is that sooner or later, they will be forced to come in because immediately you make your first catch out of it and they get to see it. They're going to run it. They're going to run it. And at that point, you're going to be a leader. You're going to be in charge of whatever you need. So this is the point. It's not all about genuine love revolution. We have a lot of things we discuss in global clusters. We have people-to-people revolution. We have the survival strategy in new normal on Mondays. We have accurate connection. We have Project ARE, where you can make some investment. We're interested in agriculture, real estate, and other areas. There are other things coming up. There are different opportunities. You can even sell for people and then get commission. The people are not seeing it. You see people clustering on Facebook to do content monetization that they don't get paid anything. They get paid peanut or even nothing. So most of them are not being paid and they spend data. This is a gold mine where you can start as early because it's just starting to start to build your own niche, start to develop your own community. This is a great opportunity for all of us. So I'm enjoining you to get people around you involved. Lead your own cluster, create your own hub. If you invite me, I'm going to come to your own hub. If you want me to speak to people there, I'm going to come and speak to them. Because this is a movement that I believe is going to transform the nation and even go beyond the shores of this country. Yeah, the day before yesterday, someone from Kenya was telling me about one crypto, whatever. And of course, I know he was just a new person in crypto, because if he's actually not new, he would not be talking about all the things he was talking about. So he was trying to push me into one networking stuff in that crypto. So I laughed at him. I was like, no problem. The point is that you need to first be part of there's a movement we have. You need to first join the movement. Yes, before I will listen to whatever you're talking about. Because I even know ahead of him what he's talking about. So, but his putting all his minds, everything about him in that crypto. You understand? Despite the volatility. Yeah. So this is a more opportunity to you. And especially now that it's free. I'm very sure, I don't know. It might not be free in future. It might not be free in future. Even if it's free in future, it's better you go, you get in on time. Because I have a lot of things we share here. So, on this note, we're going to conclude. But before we conclude, we ask ourselves, who are we? We are the consortium of professionals and upcoming professionals, technocrats and upcoming technocrats, entrepreneurs and upcoming entrepreneurs. We are here basically to share ideas, help each other grow, and then touch our world, even earn money too, through our efforts, and by all the things we do, be able to build a better world for all of us. This is the first social media, digital monetization, where you cannot see all the kind of nudity you see elsewhere, where you cannot see any harness. Everything here is corporate and arranged. So it is a good thing for you to take whatever we do here seriously, be part of every of our revolution, 5 p.m. every day, and then other things we do. So on this note, I'll be concluding. I thank you so much for being here, from Master Genie to Mr. Victor to Adiola, and then most especially to the global president. Despite his busy schedule, he made that time to be here. Not just here, he used to attend every single revolution. So thank you all. We're going to meet again next week, Wednesday. Have a lovely evening. Bye for now.